day and welcome to my channel, Grower Gatherer, where I'll be going through the germination process with you. What I'm trying to achieve here is to germinate seeds and grow them in a hydroponic method, but as cheap and as easy as possible. I would like anyone to be able to do this, in fact. So we're gonna go, let's call it hydroponics on the cheap. What we'll be doing today is we'll be trying to germinate these little hot chili peppers, tracer peppers. It's store-bought at any supermarket or hardware store. You'll be able to find these seeds, and they're not that expensive. I believe you can use the seeds from the chili itself if you go out to the store and actually go buy a chili. But for today, this is what we're going to be using. Let's see. I'm going to be using 3 different types of methods of germination. We'll be recording the progress as we go along and see which ones are better and for what reasons it's better, and I'll also be taking you through the transplant from the germination pods, or yes, the germination pods, into the bucket itself in which I will be growing it. I will be using the cracky method, which we'll cover that in a later basis. So here's my previous method of germination. I've had success with it, but also found a lot of problems with this method. What it is it's just a formalite, I guess, container holder with a lot of pods inside. They are sloped, and I used to put in cotton balls in here, cotton wool, because it's the cheapest to find and you can find them anyway. And the problem I had with this is when I had to transplant them from here to the containers in which I was going to grow it, I would either break off some of the roots, or it was just difficult to get it out of here and into the container in which I was going to grow it. So I've come up with a different idea, and I've tried this once. It was a success to a certain point. I could do it in a better way, and I'm hoping that this is going to help this time around. So let's get to it. What did I do to fix my problem? Well, I've come up with this. What this is a normal butter spread container, which you buy a butter in at the store. All I've gone and done was I've taken the lid, made a hole to the size of my little net cup. I don't know what the size is of this net cup, but it's a small one, just for it to fit inside. I've also put in a net into the net cup. This is a normal shade net. I believe it is 40% shade, 60% light net. And I've gone and add a little cotton to the bottom for a type of wicking process. It just helps for when you want to leave for a weekend or for a week and can't take your plants along to wherever you're going. Then this will just ensure that your seedlings don't run out of moisture. So there we have it. This is it. It's the easiest way. It's the cheapest way, I think. Like I said, I've had some success in the past, but also figured out that there were little problems with this method, and this time around we're going to try and fix that. So here we go. What am I going to use as a medium in these net cups? Well, the debate on rock wool and cotton and vermiculite and perlite and palm peat or cocoa peat. I'm going to use 3 different types of medium. I'm going to use cotton wool, and I'm going to use vermiculite only with no cocoa peat, and I'm also going to use the palm peat. Yeah, I think you get cocoa peat over there, or cocoa peat is readily available, but I could only find palm peat. It's not a hydroponic grade, but I hope it's going to work nonetheless. And if it doesn't, it's something to learn from. So here goes. Let's start putting up. As you can see, all I did with the net cup was I put in a little net into the net cup, and the reason for this is just I don't want the medium that I put into the cup to fall through. I want it to stay put. I'm also hoping that it's gonna help the oxygen roots to actually expand a bit more and not just fall through the holes of the net cup, and also something for the plant to hold on to. I know when it gets bigger we'll have to sort that out as well, but for now let's just get it going. So how am I going to plant these seeds? Well, first of all, I'm going to take a couple of net balls. Let's start with the net balls. No, sorry, the cotton ball. I'm going to take a couple of cotton balls. Take this out. And then I'm just going to unfold them because it seems like they roll them up. Yeah, they just roll them up. So I'm just going to unroll them and just place them inside. Place them inside. And unroll them again. Unroll another one. Place it inside. Alright. So what I'm trying to do is, I'm trying to create a little bit of a concave, like a bucket inside of this net cup, just so the seed don't fall away or wash away or whatever. It shouldn't be a problem though. Alright. Okay, there we have it. The net cup is pretty stacked to the top with cotton. Now before I run it further, the seeds I'm using, this will probably work for the chili seeds that I'm using, because I don't know if it's the seed that I have a problem with when it comes to something like lettuce, which they say is the easiest to grow, but I can't seem to get them to germinate. I think it might be a seed problem though. It's either a seed problem or the cotton is too wet and the seed starts rotting. I'm not quite sure yet, I'm still trying to figure that out. For now, however, we're just going to go with the chili peppers. And yeah, that's it. So, let me show you how this sits inside the cup. Inside my germination pod, if you will. It's going to be about that deep. So the cotton is just going to touch the bottom of it. I'm not going to fill it up a lot. I'm going to fill it up to about here. I don't actually want it to touch the net cup. I just think that it's going to be too much moisture for the seed. I'm not an expert. I didn't study any of this. I'm just doing this from home and just as a hobby. And yeah, let's see how this goes. Alright, so I'm just going to take, let's throw in some water. Let's start off with some water. Let's just fill it up till, what did I say? Is it about there? That's enough. Because the cotton will touch it. Oh, I also added a little inspection hole, if you will, into the lid. It's just for me to check that there's still water inside of our little container. Okay, just close that up. Good. And let's add 2 seeds. Well, in case one's a dummy. Well, just doesn't germinate. I'm going to add 2 seeds, but I'm only going to use one of these plants because what's going to happen is the roots are going to intertwine and you won't be able to, well, I am not able to get them apart without breaking the roots. So each of these plants is going to be good for one plant. I'm going to end up putting in 2 plants into the bucket, but we're going to germinate 3 with 3 different methods and see how well that goes. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to drop it in here, and I'm just going to drop that one in there. Just space them a little bit, and well, that's it. That's it. If I can show you, I hope I'll be able to show you. Should have showed you first before I got this weight. Okay. I hope you can see the seeds inside there. There's one on this side, there's one on the other side. I don't need to worry about the moisture right now at the top. Eventually the moisture will get there. It's going to take a bit longer. You can prime it and just drop a couple of drops of water from the top. It will probably help as well. But for now, I'm just going to leave it like that. I'm going to leave the seed at the top. I'm not going to close it up. I'm just going to drop it in at the top. I can still see the seeds. So that's number 1. Done. Number 2, let's go with the vermiculite. I've pre-prepped all these already. It was really easy. I just used a little knife, just drew out the circle of the net cup, took a knife, cut it out, carpet knife, cut it out. Very easy. Vermiculite. Okay. I should put this beforehand. Under this and then now. So let's put it on this side. I'm going to see which ones are better. That's the best. And if there's any difference at all at the end of the day, I don't know if there will be. Maybe. Let's see. Trial and error. Alright, so I'm missing too much. Dip this cup up. Just add some water in here. Just add some vermiculite. Let me first show you what vermiculite is for those of you that don't know. It's it looks like bark actually. I'm not sure what material this is. Well, it's probably vermiculite, right? But it looks like little bark, but it's really, really light. It can float on water actually. You get this at any garden store I actually got this at a hardware store. It wasn't that difficult to find, so, and it's not that expensive as well because of the amount that I'm going to be using at a time. There's very little, so this one bag of kilos of this, I don't really know. It says 15 cubic decimeters of vermiculite, so some of them are powder at the bottom. That's not going to work anymore. Nonetheless, let's go fill up our cup. Yep. Let's fill up our cup. To the top. Some vermiculite. I think that's enough. Fold up to the top. Yeah, this net isn't working as planned. I should have fastened it at the bottom of the net cup. Should have tried to space it and have it sunk down to the bottom of the net cup. Nonetheless, I think it will work. The cotton is touching the vermiculite, so the wicking should work as well. Let's just place that into the pod. Just try and press that down a bit. Alright, great. I'm not going to worry that much about planting the seeds under the medium. Now maybe I should, because they will be sitting in my windowsill and they will be getting morning sun till about 12 o'clock. So, no, 11 o'clock, sorry. So just to avoid the sun directly touching the roots, you know what? I think I'm going to close them up a little bit. They should pop out through the medium when they're ready. Okay, here we got our 2 seeds. Should have used something. I'm just going to drop it in there. Drop one in there. I'll drop another one here. And just make them fall. Just to lay it down, just so that I can't see them anymore. They are under the vermiculite. And that's it for number 2. Simple as that. I don't hear any noise, but we're going to just close this up. Pour all over the house. That would be disastrous. Good. Last but not least, the palm peat or cocoa peat or cocoa coir. Okay, I've actually pre-soaked this palm peat. In actual fact, I've had this in this container for quite a while. I'm talking about a couple of weeks, maybe a couple of months. A couple of weeks or a couple of months I've had this in here. I've actually just checked it today and saw that there's, well, nothing wrong with it. Doesn't seem like there's anything wrong with it. Doesn't seem like there's anything wrong with it. It's still moist. Doesn't smell funky. It's still good, I think. Now, the difference between this method and those 2 methods is that I believe this palm peat has nutrients in them already, which I don't know if it's going to play a role, hence why I'm going to test this. And I think it might germinate a bit quicker a day or two quicker because this is already moist, whereas that will be moist but only later in the day. I don't know if that's going to play a role. So let's just make sure we have our wick. We have our wick going and ready and good. Okay. Now it's not going to wick a lot. I do think it's enough though. Let's fill this up. Let's fill this up to the top. They on the packaging it says that this is really good for germination, and I believe I saw at the nursery. I actually saw that, or in a nursery, I actually saw that they use this for germination. So with this method, however, I'm going to not just put it in at the top. I want it to be just under the surface of the cocoa bean. Palm bead. Once again, I'm going to use two. Just drop one in there. Drop one in on the side. Give it a little bit of a concave. Okay, just cover it up. Just under the surface, about 2 millimeters under the surface. Did I have water in here? Not yet. Alright. Add some water in here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to fill it up just to the bottom of the net cup. Fill them all up to the bottom of the net cups. I'm hoping that I will not need to fill this up a lot. I think that I won't need to fill this up a lot, and that it's going to last a couple of days before I actually need to refill it, but we'll see how that goes. So here we have our three methods. One of them, chili plants. I put two in each just for safety's sake. Let's say one doesn't germinate, then at least I know the next one will, or I hope, fingers crossed, that the next one will germinate. Two in each. I'm only going to use one seed though. I'm only going to use one seed because the other one I won't be able to save. I'll just chop off the one seed the one seedling when I get there. And there we have it. Our three germination pods. Let's see how long it says germination takes. It says germination takes about 15 to 18 days. That's about 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks. So I will, in weekly intervals, get back to you guys on how this is going. And if they are germinating, and we'll go through the process and see how quick it takes and which one works better. And yeah, I'll see you guys in a week. Thank you guys for joining me on this video, and I hope to see you guys next time.